What an up and down day one for the Madden Ultimate Team community. Got a lot of information prior to release that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to just go through and break down the ways people are going around making coins at the current moment. But the big news, and I didn't really get to make a video yesterday because it was so soon to when it was released, is that rookie premieres are not going to be on our accounts till at least next week. So probably Monday at the earliest. And this threw a huge wrench in my day one plans and going forward for the next week about how I want to build my team, how I'm going to work the market, and eventually there's going to be a huge opportunity for us to make coins when those cards actually get put in the game. But let's go through and what happened right away from this direct change. Well, first off, Hall of Fame pre-order card, I was initially going to Marcus Ware. I had to go Joe Thomas because I needed offensive lineman, and I felt like left tackle was a more important position than right outside linebacker. And then secondly, I thought I was going to have a full 84 rated rookie premier team, and I don't. So I had to, there was a little more pressure on myself, and I'm continuing to do this to focus more on building my team rather than making coins, especially as a no money spent player. I think the first thing everyone needs to do is get a team to where they could play games. If you don't have a team to play games, you're stuck on the market. You want to kind of have your team first, be able to play games, and then you could focus on building your coin stack. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. And then I would say the last thing that had to change directly from the rookie premiere announcement was my pre-order point pathway and what I was going to spend on. I still wasn't like knowing what I wanted to do up until release. I ended up going with the ×2 weekly platinum packs and then the pro weekly platinum packs. Those are pretty good. I pulled Lamar Jackson 84 overall in one of the just the weekly ones, and then the pro weekly one I got like 115k in quick sells. Fortunately, I made a little bit of a mistake with Lamar Jackson. I sold him for 120k because that's what he was going for in like the first hour, because I wanted to have coins to make coins. And then it turns out he was one of the best QBs in the game and went up to 220k, but we still used those coins to make coins. But let's now go through, I guess, the first like few hours, what I did on the market to where I got to this point now. This information is all technically irrelevant for you guys because it was just something we did in the moment, but the Cameron Curl set, all the headliner sets were really, really good in the beginning. You were able to snipe 84 overall headliners for 20,000 coins. I did the Cameron Curl set right away for like a 90 to 92k in like the first 10 minutes the servers were up. Sold Cam Curl for 155k, which I know is actually cheap for right now, but at the time that was a decent price for him, and I made like 25 to 40k after tax just instantly. And then after that, I went to more of like the lazy selling. The gaps on the overall market were really, really high. Again, you were still buying like headliner 84 overall cards for 25k, and you were able to sell them at that time. Again, this was very early on in the Xbox market and the Xbox servers being up. I was able to sell a lot of the 84 headliners for 49k unfiltered / lazy selling. Was making 20k per card there, but I was only able to get like 4 or 5 sales off before the margins eventually, you know, the headliner 84s went back up to 35, 40k, and then the sell prices went back down to like 45k, so there wasn't that much of a profit after the first hour on those cards. And then the rest of the night, I really just spent time kind of investing into my team. I was buying a lot of high rated 84 to 85 rated Corleys. Now I did pick up a lot of the 84 headliners and just put them on my team for 25 to 30k because they're just super cheap. Like the right tackle, there's a defensive end I picked up. I had JC Horn, Kadarius Toney already B&Ds. But after that, I just started going out and kind of flipping / putting guys into my team and having their price go up. Like Kyle Duggar, for example, I bought for, and I'll show you guys, I'll show on the screen like my bids and then my sales because it kind of like ties together and you can understand the buying and selling of cards. But like I bought Kyle Duggar for 125k, played 2 seasons last night on stream, then got off, listed him for 163k, he sold overnight. Same thing with Justin Simmons, bought him for 100k, played like a season and a half with him, sold him back for 130k. Because the market, like we talked about going into day one, is that the market is going to be the cheapest right when the game launches, and then as time goes on and people gain more coins, prices are going to continue to rise. You guys probably noticed it last night in the market. Some crazy prices. Joe Burrow was 100k for the first hour. He's like 250k right now. I know Minka Fitzpatrick was 200k for the first hour. He's like 350, 400k. The high-end meta cards have continued to rise, and all I've really been doing is buying players that fit my team, and then they're also going to go up in price as the market continues to rise. But now getting into today, and now what am I doing right now? What are some methods? I know we don't really like to mention coin methods that much on this channel that other people are doing, and I'll kind of give you guys my thoughts on them. First one is the Playbook set, which is all the way down at the bottom of sets. It requires 370 overall cards, and you get a playbook. Well, you can get a uniform, a coach, and all that sort of thing, but you mainly for playbooks. It's not that bad, I'll be honest. There's a lot of playbooks like Jets, Raiders, Chiefs, that are selling really fast for 5.5 to 6K, and you can really go on the auction house right now and buy the 70 overall golds for like 1.2. You're making like only 2 to 2.5K per set, but they're selling very fast. So if you're working on a budget like really low, the playbook sets might be the ones for you. Another set people are talking about, now I did a team builder set last night with like scraps in my binder, and was able to sell it for 200K. People are still kind of talking about the team builder sets right now, but I don't really see the gain or the profit in the set. It requires 13 cards. I'll show it up on the screen. I'll give you guys the prices. 78 to 79 gold cards are going for like 9K right now. They are really hard to snipe, really rare to get, and you gotta buy 7 of them, right? And then you have 80 overalls. They're going for like 10 to 11K. Those ones are fairly easy to buy. But then you got 82, 83 cards, and they're going for pretty much, you gotta snipe them for 30,000 coins. So the set as a whole is going to cost you somewhere like around 160 to 170K. And again, you're having to buy a lot of cards. Like it's 13 total cards, and some team builders, they're going for like 190 to 200K. So the margins are really, you can do team builder sets. They're really small. You got to buy a lot of cards, and I mean, you got to sit there and just wait for the 78, 79s kind of get listed for cheaper. I'm not really looking at team builder sets right now. I don't really see, it's kind of a tedious process. I'd rather just buy 1 card and try to make 5 to 10K than buy 13 cards and make, 10 to 15K. And then the last real thing in terms of the market that people are doing to make coins is just going to be lazy selling and flipping. And this is really what I've been doing. Not necessarily lazy selling and unfiltered selling, meaning like going out and buying an 84 headliners card for 38K, flipping it and lazy selling it for 45K on their unfiltered market. I've just been more targeting like 84 overall to 86 overall core elites, and not really lazy selling them, just more flipping. Like you got to know the market, you got to know the prices of cards, and they'll get listed, and you can make some quick profits. About like a Stephon Diggs recently for 118K, 59th minute, sold for 149K. Just like little stuff like that. At the higher rated cards, I would say the 86 overall cards aren't really being listed enough to snipe those, but 84s and 85s are where I've been just living, just going position by position, sorting the core set. And again, the more cards you buy, the more experience you'll get, the more you'll understand each individual card's market. Joe Burrow bought for 190, sold for 229. Just little stuff like that. I have made a few mistakes where I bought some cards and having to sell them back for no profit, but again, more cards I buy, the more I learn the market, and the more coins I will make. But that's about going to do it for this video. There's not too many overly complicated things to talk about, not some secret sauce to make coins. I really think there's 2 pathways you can go right now in Madden Ultimate Team. One, if you want to play head-to-head seasons, just invest all your coins. Don't have coins sitting on your account. Invest all your coins into high-rated meta assets that fit your team, that will help you win games, but also continue to rise in price as people gather coins and the market as a whole continues to rise. Or you just need to be completely liquid and just flipping, doing playbook sets, trying to do maybe some team builder sets and flipping high-rated cards. Like straight up go fully liquid, have no cards on your team, and just dedicate yourself to learning like the 84 to 86 overall market and just try to make as many coins as you can by flipping. I think it's the only way to go about it. Going half and half is kind of like wishy-washy, because your team's not going to be that good if you're flipping cards, and you're not going to be able to make that much on the market because you're not going to have too much assets to really flip a lot of cards and make a lot of profit. That's all for the video today. I know a little bit short, but again, there's not that much to talk about. We're going to have a lot to talk about though this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.